So welcome back again to another video. This will be another one of these programming videos. So anyways, yeah. Let's just get started. So today, I'll be teaching you how to use 3 or 4 of the different attributes or behaviors as they call it. So I'll be teaching you sine, rotate, turret, and maybe a few more in the end. Yeah, so these are basically most of them. So yeah, so let's start off with how to make the blocks special. First, we'll of course add our classic. Well, actually, we could always use solid or jump through. Jump through, quite self-explanatory. Wait a sec. Allows the object to be jumped through, like the Mario blocks with a lot of dots on them. So let me just quickly add the behaviors for these guys. Sorry, I didn't do this earlier. I mean, I could always edit it out, but so yeah. This allows, think of it, I will also be doing a bit on platform, the actual as a whole. So you see, you could jump through it, and if you land on it, you could just stay there. So anyways, that's our first behavior done. It doesn't really have any special properties whatsoever. So yeah, this one's gonna be a quick one. Second one we'll talk about is the sine attribute. This makes it move horizontally for now, because the movement is set to horizontal. We have all these different ones that all do different things, of course. So, sawtooth and reserve sawtooth are a few of my favorites, and I normally use them for walls of fire that keep on moving. Triangle works, and you can change the period and speed of it. Here, the period, the slower the lower the number, the faster it gets, and the magnitude, self-explanatory. It just changes how far it goes. So here I'm showcasing, here I'm showcasing the wave that's a triangle, and yeah. I'll be going through each one of these attributes slowly. This one, of course, expands the size and magnitude. Width, I wouldn't go through all of them. Then size is just size in general. Height is, height. Angle, well, this one's harder to explain, so I guess I can show you. It's kind of like rotation. It's basically rotation, but not that full. Yeah, and that is glitched. So anyways, that's that. And basically, as you can see from this, you solve the magnitude. I mean, why is this 50? If you solve the magnitude and the period, it changes the time and the weight. I mean, not the weight, the length. Sorry about all the noise. You see? As you see, it's much quicker. And yeah, I just died again. Congrats, Ethan. So the next one we're going to be showcasing. Well, actually, let me show you what sawtooth does first. Sawtooth basically, just ignore that. Sawtooth, as you see, it teleports it forward and back, and it can be useful. You normally would swap that with, you could use vertical to do a wall, go vertically, and horizontal though with vertically. Reverse sawtooth and sawtooth are just teleporting in the opposite directions. So next. We have the rotate. Sorry about that pause. I'll add our jump through because that's easier for me to not die so often. I'll put that closer, because, yeah, it's just easier for me. So, yeah, we have to rotate. This one's self-explanatory. You just swap the speed, acceleration, because, you know, well, sometimes you want to make it faster. Kind of the tool for making it wait. Like, waiting for the exact right time. Some people like doing that, including myself, so maybe you can make it faster, so it could, well, work better. That's all it is, basically. True. So yeah, it's getting faster and faster, and I forgot to make that actual video block first. So yeah, self-explanatory. Next one. Oh yeah, and you could also stack these things, so you can put both sine and rotate on one, and it'll still work, basically. Next, platform. Platform is a special one. Well, we have the max speed. Well, that makes sense. It just changes your character speed. 400 is my normal choice. Acceleration, deceleration. These I rarely change, but also self-explanatory. Jump strength. I like doing this a lot. And gravity. Gravity you could use for different effects, like goo. If you get stuck in it, you'll sink down slowly. You could use gravity for that. And max fall speed, which is cool. Double jump, you could jump twice. Jump sustain. And yeah, all of those. Those are around the same. It's gonna be so stupid if I'm not recording, but anyways. So see, I got a bit faster, and my jumps are much higher. And I can jump twice in a row. Perfect. Boom. So yeah. As I expected that to take a bit longer. Scroll 2, we don't do anything. Scroll 2 just scrolls your sprite to whatever place there is on the map. So here we'll be drawing something simple, like, hopefully that's simple. That's something like that. That would be our turret. Yeah. So this would be our turret here. I know I didn't draw a sprite terribly. I mean, I drew the sprite terribly. So yeah. First things first. This is how I normally do things for extras. Extra items, I just create a new layout. I don't add event sheet for these, because this is basically a layout where you just do all your sprites that you swap into. I'll go into more detail on that on the video that relates to how to transform your character by pressing different keys on a keyboard. Now I'll also show you one of my own games I made. Really old and cringy though. So yeah, here's our set bullet. Yeah. So with this bullet here, we need to add attributes, behaviors, whatever. So we add the behavior bullet, obviously, because it's a bullet. Speed, acceleration, blah blah blah. Already gone through all of that. Next thing, you go to your layout. Now this is where a bit of coding starts. First, behavior. You add the behavior called turret. Well, not really self-explanatory, but yeah. Then next, you go to event sheet. You go to event sheet. Oops. Normally, if you want it to start firing when you trigger something, you do inclusion and stuff like that. Invisible blocks also normally play a really big role, because if you hit one, normally it'll activate the trap or something. So I'll also go into the deep detail on that when I'm talking about transformations, because it's kind of related. So go to start and end on starve layout. This sprite 7. Add object to target. And we would add our sprites. I mean, not this guy. So yeah, target sprites. And yeah, next thing you want to do is unshoot. Then you want this guy to spawn in. Wait a sec. Discrete. Spawn another object, which is don't just swap the coordinates because you want it perfectly on this guy. So that's basically how you're gonna do that part. So, and don't forget, remember at last time we did the inclusion with the bottom. You go to die. Same principle here, except with the bullet. Oh, oops, I messed up. You see, it starts shooting you. Oh, I forgot to do that. Can I just forgive me for me messing up so much? And I'll add its range, because as you can tell, the range is really well, it doesn't work though. Normally I go for 1,000, because that works best with the game side program. But for this case, I'm just going with this. You see it's shooting. It's shooting. The problem with this is the fact that it comes out of this. So you basically need to swap that spot. Using this key tool, you want to swap it here. Kind of. Well, oh well. I messed up again. Yeah, sorry about that. It'll start shooting from that location, basically. If you're shooting from that location you choose to start from. Sorry, wait. So anyways, and it'll always aim for your target. And as for which way I'll aim, I still can't get the hang of that. It's really messed up too. But yeah, you could always try using that. If that doesn't work, you're in for a lot of changing. Or you could just flip it around and whatsoever. Yeah. Awkward. So yeah, try not to mess up as bad as I do. Just don't do what I did, then you'll be fine. Like, don't copy the stupid things I did. So now it's working quite well. As you can tell, it's shooting from the tip. And yeah, that's how you program turrets. And of course, as usual, you use the bullet on inclusion with this thing. Go to the system, go to the layout, loose. If you don't know how to do that, go to my previous video, link in the description if you want it. Anyways, that'll be around it for today, and hope you enjoy that. And I'll be continuing this series, as you might be able to tell from the commentary just now. And yeah, hopefully it'll go out well. Thanks.